Welcome to your Saturday edition of Inside the Show. I'm Justin Allegri. Starting in the National League West, Alex Wood keeps on winning, now has 21 this year, helping lead the Dodgers past the Cardinals 14-2. He is currently in the top 5 in the NL in wins. Entering the day's action, the Cardinals are in first place in the NL Central.
First opened in 2006. We're at beautiful Busch Stadium in St. Louis, Missouri. Today, Game 3 of this 4-game series between the LA Dodgers and the St. Louis Cardinals. The Dodgers look to match the longest winning streak in baseball history. Coming up next. Alberto Paniagua, the Cuban-born southpaw, gets the starting nod. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, we look a lot at numbers from starting pitchers, walks to innings pitched, but one of the key stats I look for is whip. And he has a sub 1.30 whip coming into this start, which tells me he throws strikes. He's not afraid to get the ball in the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if he can string together some real quality innings in this one.
Into the box comes leadoff man Yunel Escobar, and we are ready for baseball. Now a curveball ripped down the left field line. That's a fair ball. And this will get to the wall over near the 336 marker. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
If that's any indication, I think we're going to see some aggressive at-bats in this one. Take the first pitch of the game? No way. He squared it up and winds up on second base after a nice line drive. Great opportunity to get on the board right out of the blocks.
And now we'll take a moment here at home plate as he asks for time. That'll bring in Austin Barnes. And he puts it on the ground to second. A dive, but he can't knock it down. It's through for a base hit. And he will beat the tag. Safe at the plate.
Boy, when teams are playing well like this team is on a nice little winning streak right here, they strike early in this one to keep the mojo working.
Yeah, Dan, from an offensive standpoint, everyone searches for confidence, and that's exactly what they have right now. Everyone contributing makes for a fun clubhouse.
Into the box, Justin Turner. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. Dan, D-Row, we take a look at this Cardinals ball club as they enter play this afternoon. They come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty V. And you know one thing you don't want to do here, D-Row, you've been on some good teams, not to lose focus at this point of the year. Keep the big picture inside because there is a postseason lurking, and it's so easy to get ahead of yourselves and not take the rest of the schedule serious.
I think the nice thing for this team is that they won the division. They will, for whatever happens, get a 5-game series. It's not that 1-game wild card, win or go home. This team can prepare themselves to battle and try and win 3 out of 5.
Giancarlo Stanton now. Line towards center field. And he will make the catch here shy of the track for the first out as the runners will retreat. And the runner not tagging will retreat to second base. Time now to check out the lineup for the visiting Dodgers. D-Row, how do they lock up a series victory here on the road?
Yeah, Matty, this team has been putting up a lot of runs lately. From top to bottom, just swinging the bat super nice. Pass the baton mentality. Guys not trying to...
This ball's down, and that could bring in a run. And now this is thrown wildly, just getting it into the infield. And he is in to score from second as the throwing mistake defensively came back to factor into that one. Stepping in now, Danny Valencia. Lifted in the air to center. Brasky has a beat on it, and he makes the play, but this should extend their lead as the runner tags from third. And the run is in to score from third. It's a 3-0 game.
One of the things you want to do as an offense, right, is stay fundamental and keep pushing. A great job there. Sac fly pushes the third run across in this inning.
Stepping into the box, Yasmani Grandal. He's had a real nice season in the batting average department, but he'll need to turn it on a bit down the stretch if he wants a chance at claiming that coveted batting title. And no problem for the former Gold Glover Parra, and that ends the inning. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. It's the Dodgers 3, the Cardinals coming up. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Kenta Maeda will do the pitching in game 3 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Their ball club is going to have to keep a close eye on this one. This guy's nearing 200 innings on the season, and that's a lot of innings. A guy that takes the ball every 5 days. I'm sure they're going to watch to see if there are any signs of him tiring early in this one.
Coming to the plate now, Rob Brasky. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. 0, Danny, this LA Dodger ball club as they enter play here this afternoon. They come in unbeaten and playing well here in the early going.
Yeah, Matty V, we're getting a look at a really good team right here, D-Row. The only thing you hope they can do is to stay focused as the season winds down. They're a good team, and it looks like they could go a long way in the postseason.
Dan, I've racked my brain trying to figure out what's the best way to go in. Clinch your division early, be playing good baseball, meaningful baseball down the stretch to get into the postseason. Bottom line is it's an 11-12 game sprint when you get in. You want to be executing on all cylinders when you get in, but anything can happen.
And now here's Mike Matheny's starting lineup for the Redbirds. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Well, Matt, I can't wait to see if La Potencia, Yoenis Cespedes, can keep it going. He's on a nice stretch. That's 3 home runs in his last 10 games. He's swinging the bat really well right now, and by watching his mannerisms in the box, he just looks comfortable in the plate. He's in some kind of a groove.
And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes is Mr. Ed Drummond.
Yeah, Matty, we got a good one behind the dish today in Ed Drummond. Well liked by all people, pitchers, batters, managers. All you want as a player is the ability to talk to someone. And that's what Ed does. He gives you that chance.
Zero, you hit it nail right on the head. He has a real long fuse. He's not afraid to let a hitter or a pitcher, I'm not saying complain about a particular pitch, but he's not the guy that's going to get mad and throw somebody and give him the boot just because a guy doesn't like a pitch or a pitcher thinks that a pitch is a strike and they call it a ball.
The first baseman Miguel Cabrera stands in, and he's looking to turn the page. The bat's been ice cold over the last 8 or so ball games. First delivery to him on the way. A slider that he looks at over the outside corner. 2 out, nobody on. Good cut that time by Cabrera, but he couldn't come up with it. It's 0-2. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. And a slider swung on and missed, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. Still down 3-0. Stepping up now, Kike Hernandez. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
And that's through for a hit. So the Dodgers get their leadoff hitter on base to kick off the inning.
Hey, the offense did their homework coming into this one. There's another leadoff knock in the second. That makes 5 hits already for these guys.
The pitcher, Kenta Maeda, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here. First pitch of the at-bat. Popped him up. Hernandez backs up a bit, and he takes charge for the first out.
The St. Louis Cardinals attack you on defense in this fashion. And let's focus on former Triple Crown winner Miguel Cabrera. He's dabbled all over the diamond, from outfield to third base, and has seemed to have found a home at first base. Everybody who plays this game wants to get a knock, to get on first base, to just be able to pick his brain on how he goes about it.
And that'll get down for a base hit. And he is in there.
Boy, this is just a case of another really good hitter finding a way, even though that was a soft liner, finding a way to get hits.
Yeah, he usually hits rockets and catches the barrel, but even his soft liners fall. Dan, he has a knack for keeping his bat in his zone and giving himself a chance much longer than the average ball player.
Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. And this will get over the wall, in fact, so just the one run will be allowed to score.
Hey, there's a hard hit ball that was going to be down for extra bases. The ball had some spring on it, and it bounced over the wall, and the ground rule double puts him on second base without having to leg it out.
In now, Justin Turner. He swings and sends it on a line to right center. And that's into the outfield for a one-out hit. And not in time as the run scores. The tag, and they get him at the plate as one run scores, but not the second. Striding in, Giancarlo Stanton. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First offering on its way. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Turner rounds third and is digging for the plate. The relay throw, and he will pull into third with an RBI triple. That triple just seems to be par for the course for him of late.
Yeah, Matty, he's seeing the ball extremely well. There's no doubt about that. You can see here that the body is calm. He keeps his hand back, and he just explodes through the baseball, winding up at third with another RBI under his belt.
So here's Matt Kemp now. Skied into straightaway right. Parra on the move. And that ends the inning. So 3 runs on 5 base hits, no errors, and 1 man left on. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. The Dodgers lead it 6-0. Now the Cardinals' number 4 hitter, Mike Schmidt. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going. So what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, Matt, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
All right, guys, here's the defensive alignment for the Los Angeles Dodgers. And guys, one thing I want you to focus on today, when you look at this team on the defensive side of the ball, they're in the top 5 in fielding percentage. They go about their business a certain way. They make all the routine plays, mix in a few flashy ones, and day after day, they give their pitchers the best chance to be successful.
Here's Yoenis Cespedes, and he's looking to turn things around. Ice cold at the plate in recent action. Here comes the first pitch. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Barnes is right there, and he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out.
Right fielder,
In is Gerardo Parra. Previous head-to-head matchups with Kenta Maeda, he has a 3 for 12 line. And now a pitch on the way. Weak chopper up the line. Throw won't be in time as he reaches it first.
Boy, D-Roll, this looked like one of those easy 1, 2, 3 innings. Next thing you know, a little swinging ground ball and a 2-out infield base hit.
Yeah, it's never too late, and you never know when a rally's going to start. It seemed innocent early on. He got 2 quick outs, but now we see traffic at first.
Into the box, Robert Geary is back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. From the stretch, takes a look at a strike over the inside corner. Hara, the runner at first with 2 gone. Slider, and that's in there for strike 2.
You know, he's had a very economical start out there. Got through the first inning on just 9 pitches.
Hit high and deep out to left. Back goes Kemp, still going back. Out of here, into the visitors' bullpen. And good for him. Robert Geary has just launched his first major league home run. Hard to say how many more of these he'll hit in his career, but for now, I'm sure he's happy to say he's got at least one.
Well, I think that any kid who's ever dreamed about playing this game dreams exactly this. Watching the ball disappear over the fence, then circling the bases in a big league ballpark. He'll be replaying that at-bat over and over in his head. And now his phone's going to blow up. He'll be calling his parents, his buddies. Everybody's going to be talking about this one. Tried to backdoor him and lock him up with a curveball right there. Pretty good pitch, but he didn't quite get it to come back.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. But the Cards do strike for 2. Beautiful day for baseball here in the Midwest. Welcome back to Busch Stadium, home of the St. Louis Cardinals.
First baseman, Danny.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes this the other way to right. Now a dive in right, but he can't haul it in, and now this is going to be big trouble out there. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
Hey, D-Row, are you aware of this after that knock right there? That's an 11-game hitting streak. You think he knows it's at 11?
I think he knows exactly that it's at 11. It starts off innocent. You just want to get a few knocks to get the hitting coach off your back. Next thing you know, you wake up, you've been sleeping easy for almost a week, 8 days. Now we're on 11. This guy's dinner tastes different.
Here comes the first pitch. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Into center field, line drive base hit. And they'll get it in quickly. It's first and third now with nobody out. And as you see right there, that'll push his hitting streak yet another game as he has been on fire this month.
You know what, Matty? I don't see it ending anytime soon. We got to take a look at the upcoming matchups, but this guy is absolutely locked in the plate, and I don't think anybody gets him to lose his toehold right now.
Standing in now, Kike Hernandez. A swing and a shot hit down the corner, but it bends just foul into the second deck, and they're runners at the corners now. Hit in the air to right field. Hara sprinting after it. Makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. And they'll extend their lead even further as the runs in to score from third. It's a 7-2 ball game. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Kenta Maeda. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit out towards second. Fielded cleanly. There's one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. More from the show. Saturday baseball following this message and a word from our local stations. Leading off the inning, Alberto Peniagua, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
chopped weakly to the left. Turner takes it in. And the throw to first is in time. One gone. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you see there, he sits in 4th place in that department in the National League. And he waves at a curveball there. No balls and a strike. Bases are empty. 1 man out. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
He had some really good late action on that slider right there. It's hard to do anything with that pitch unless you're sitting on it and catch it out front before it breaks all the way in.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
Breaking balls in for a strike. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Oh, and 1. Here it comes. Oh, and he's finding his groove out there now. It's 0-2. Is put in play to the right side of the infield. Barnes charging this one. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that down in order go the Cardinals. They're down 5. It's 7-2.
Leading off for the Dodgers.
Here's the shortstop, Yunel Escobar. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Now batting, Austin Barnes. He doubled earlier and carries a 2-for-2 line into this appearance. First delivery to him on the way. A bouncer up the middle. Hernandez ranging up the middle on to first, and that is 2 quick outs to start the 4th.
Now batting, third baseman, Justin Turner.
Ready for another shot now, Justin Turner. Couple of singles to his credit thus far. First offering on its way. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Brasky is camped under this one, and that will retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Dodgers. They're on top 7-2. Digging in for his second at-bat, Miguel Cabrera was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Miguel Cabrera.
First pitch of the at-bat. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
Not an easy thing to do to fill up the strike zone and be successful doing it. How about this guy so far in this one? 100% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
A ball and a strike to the Cardinals' first baseman. A bouncer to the left side. Turner charging in on it, and he goes to second with it. Then it goes to first, and it's not in time.
All I can say about this one is that he must have taken a mental holiday there. Nice throw to second, I guess. Too bad there was no play there, though.
First pitch on its way. No balls and 1 strike. The 0-1 pitch. Chopped in front of home plate. And he'll just beat the throw to second. He's in there. Here's the left fielder, Yoenis Cespedes. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Down the third baseline. 0-1 pitch on its way. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Now on 0-2, I don't think we're going to see any more hittable fastballs. If we see one at all, it'll probably be extended out of the zone, or at least that'll be the intent.
A swing, and he pops him up on the infield, and the infield fly rule will be in effect here.
Now batting, right fielder.
In is Gerardo Parra. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A curveball that catches the inside corner.
This is absolutely a huge spot right here. They have to find a way to get something out of this half inning. I don't care if it's 1 run or 2 runs. You have to find a way to at least give yourself a little shot of confidence that you can get back into this game.
Soft liner towards short, and that's through into left, a base hit. He'll come home with it. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. 2-strike RBI base hit. The ball wasn't hit very hard, D-Row, but from a hitter's perspective, you'll take it any way you can get it.
Yeah, in today's day and age where everyone's looking to go deep and can go deep, not many guys have a legitimate 2-strike approach. This is one of those players, and that's exactly what he did. Shortened his stroke a little bit, didn't try and do too much, and came through for the team.
On a line to shortstop. Throw back to the bag, and the runner's back in time. Now at the plate, Francisco Mejia. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th. And a strike called at the knees, 0-1. Schmidt at second. Hara at first, 2 out in the inning.
In today's game, if you're not disciplined for striking out, why would you change your approach with 2 strikes right here? Expect this guy to try and drive the baseball right here.
And a big strikeout there as they'll leave a couple of runners on base, and after a good start to the inning, they can't capitalize any further. Cards forced to settle for 1. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. It's the Dodgers 7 and the Cardinals 3. Back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, and leading off the inning, the big right-handed slugger, Giancarlo Stanton. First pitch coming. Here it is. Now a shot out toward the alley in right center. Stanton on his way up to second. And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
Well, every pitcher gets to start the inning with a fresh slate, and he's out trying to put that last inning behind him. But he's got to be shaking his head right here. A leadoff double on the first pitch, and he's back in trouble again. Things just not going his way right now.
So here's Matt Kemp now. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit back up the middle. Geary up the middle. And there's 1 away.
Now batting, first baseman.
Riding in once again, Danny Valencia. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. First delivery to him on the way. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. Gone. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. 19th home run for him on the season, as it's now a 6-run ball game.
Yeah, it's a long season with a lot of peaks and valleys, but he's getting hot here in September. That bodes well for him and his team as things crank up in October. We'll see if he can stay hot when it matters the most.
There goes Cardinal manager Mike Matheny on his way out to the mound, and he's going to make a move, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll make his way to the dugout after working just 4 1/3, and he just didn't have his best stuff in this one. Lou Thompson gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal. Behind 0-2 now. 1 out, nobody on. And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2. Cardinals are into their bullpen now, as there are the final numbers for their starter. Not what he had in mind before the day started. Ready for another chance? Kike Hernandez. It was an RBI sac fly for him last time through. Grounded back up the middle. Played on the backhand. Throw in time, and the side is retired. But the Dodgers do strike for 2 coming on this 2-run home run. Middle. Carlos Correa will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 4, Carlos Correa.
And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Correa makes a lot of great contact against left-handed pitching, perhaps one of the best in the game in that regard, but he does have his warts against right-handers at times. Just not as proficient at putting the ball in play when it's coming from that side. Now that ball's hit well deep down the left field line, headed toward the foul pole. Nearly a big fly to start the inning, instead a foul ball. Now another 0-2. Swing and a miss, and he'll start the 5th the same way he ended the 4th, with a punch out, 1 away.
This pitching staff has done a really good job against this guy in this series. This is a really good hitter, and it's not easy to make a guy strike out 5 times in a series up to this point, but that's what they've done to this guy so far.
Into the box now, Rob Brasky. As he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. 0 for 2 for him to this point. And he takes this one high, 1-1. 3 runs, 3 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Trying to send him packing for the second time. Still 1-2.
Hey, he looked like he was a little bit out in front on that breaking ball right there. The body can go a little bit. If he was able to keep his hands back a little bit, he might have been able to do some damage with that pitch.
He froze him on the fastball there. Rob Brasky becomes the second out in the bottom of the 5th. Ready now, Cesar Hernandez. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Here comes the first pitch. No balls and a strike to count. 3 runs, 3 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. Really dotting the corners here with the fastball. 0-2. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. More of the show. Saturday baseball after this. Brian Mortero gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. So here's the Dodgers pitcher, Kenta Maeda, getting to hit for himself here, largely due to the big cushion he's got to work with. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. Parra is over to his left as he snags this one for the first out of the inning. So 1 away now, and here's the shortstop, Yunel Escobar. First pitch of the at-bat. Drilled on the ground to short. Geary ranges to his left. And a low throw to first that bounces as he can't hang on. That'll bring in Austin Barnes. First pitch on its way. Line drive to center field. In there, a base hit.
Hey, this guy's obviously seeing the ball right now. That's another hard hit single. 3 for 4 right there. He's looking super solid at the plate.
Into the box, Justin Turner, as he drives a liner to right center. And that's in there, base hit. And a good throw is going to hold that runner at third, so they're loaded now with only one away.
Well, talk about having a pretty special game. That's his 3rd single of the game, D-Row. 3 for 4, not a bad game.
Yeah, just not trying to do too much, Dan. Taking what the pitcher's giving him right here. If the fastball's away, shooting it the other way.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the... First baseman Miguel Cabrera stands in. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas, or I am allowed the opportunity to sit on something without fearing going 1-1. When you're down 0-1, your head's on a swivel.
Mike Schmidt is in with one away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1. Looking at strike 2, a fastball that catches the inside corner. Hit to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. So this has been another fine outing for him this afternoon as we check out the league leaders in ERA. And with the final month winding down here, he finds himself in 2nd place in the National League in that department. Here's the left fielder, Yoenis Cespedes. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Skied into straightaway right. Stanton has a read on it. And the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. Still way back. It's 9-3. Welcome back to Busch Stadium here in St. Louis. The men in blue leading in this one as we get set to begin the 7th. But before we do, let's check out the game summary to this point. So here's Matt Kemp now. He was a ground out victim last time up.
The left fielder, number 30, Matt.
Here comes the first pitch. Popped him up. Geary is there. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Up next for the Dodgers.
Danny Valencia. Already a home run and a double for him in this one.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
Brasky is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal. He was sent packing on strikes in his last trip. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hard hit to first. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
Yeah, I'm not sure. This ball might have caught him in between hops. He looked unsure which way to turn his glove, and the next thing you know, it's by him.
In now, Kike Hernandez, as he'll go after the first pitch and promptly line one into left center field, and that's going to get down for a base hit.
Don't sleep on the bottom of the order right there. He broke out all ambush tactics. First pitch fastball middle in, and he's able to drive that for a nice single.
Standing in now, Kenta Maeda, and he'll promptly send it in the air out to center field. And he dives to make a spectacular catch. What a play there to end the inning. One more look at the full extension catch that strands 2 men on the base paths. We're back at Busch Stadium right after this. in is Gerardo Parra. 2 base hits, both singles to this point.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And this is chopped foul at the plate. He's in the hole now, down 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Another one sent foul. Another 0-2 home. Fouled away.
Hey, I'm biased to the hitter right now. Keep frustrating that pitcher. Foul 12 of these things off. He's going to miss over the heart of the plate at some point.
And he's really got the strikeout pitch working now as he notches number 9 in the ball game.
Man, this guy's on his game today, not only when he's throwing strikes, but how about the amount of strikeouts? And what's even more impressive, no walks up to this point. So he's pounding that zone with strikes, and he's making these hitters swing the bat.
Robert Geary is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he misses with it, 1-1. Slow little roller to third. To his left, Turner. And there's out number 2.
Now batting.
Digging in the switch hitter, Francisco Mejia. It's been an 0-for-2 effort for him to this point. The windup and the 0-1. Now here's the Dodgers skipper up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And a change is in the offing, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. So his final line will show 6 2/3 innings pitched. He was very effective out there, no doubt. Jeremy Jeffress takes over pitching duties, looking to get that final out now here in this 7th inning.
Jeremy Jeffress.
Lifted the other way out to left center. On the move is Kemp. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Down in order go the Cardinals. Still way back. It's 9-3. Here's the shortstop, Yunel Escobar. He's doubled and singled in 4 at-bats in this contest. First pitch coming. Here it is. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Brasky is right there, and it's a very quick out number 1. That'll bring in Austin Barnes.
Second baseman, Austin Barnes.
Here's the first pitch to him. Ooh, he saws him off with that one. On to first, and he's breezing through the 8th here with 2 quick outs.
And that is what you're going to get when you've got a flamethrower coming out of the bullpen. And when you're late on a fastball and you make contact below the label, all of a sudden you're holding some new firewood.
Stepping in now, Justin Turner. Hit in the air toward the gap in right center. And this is going to be his 4th hit of the game, as this should wind up as extra bases. Around second now and headed for third. The relay, but he is in there with a triple.
Man, he's been doing this a lot this season. I'm told that's his 8th triple of the season, and he's not done yet. He should feel really good about that.
Giancarlo Stanton now. Oh, and this ball is absolutely blasted. High and deep. Gone right into the visitors' bullpen. A long two-run homer off the bat of Giancarlo Stanton. So he just continues to club the baseball at an alarming rate as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
Well, if I was the manager, I would tell my pitchers to work around this guy. I mean, he's hit 3 home runs against them in this series. What more do they need to see? 4, 5? Jeez, enough is enough.
Into the box, Matt Kemp.
As he connects on the first pitch with a fly ball to center, Brasky coasts under it.
No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. So it's 2 runs here on 2 hits, with one of them being the home run. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. Dodgers out in front, 11-3. Aubrey Villegas will try and get his club back into it here as he'll pinch hit to lead off the home half of the 8th. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. 264 is average entering play. 8 home runs and 37 RBIs. Behind 0-2 now. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Nice 2-seam fastball there. You don't usually see a lot of swings and misses with that pitch unless it's really moving. So that one must have had some real good late life.
And that swung on and missed for strike 1.
It's becoming more and more common in today's game to see relievers like this that can run it up there close to 100 miles per hour. But it's so fun to watch it. He blew it right by him there.
Up next for the Cardinal.
Now in the box, Cesar Hernandez. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First pitch coming. Here it is. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
Hey, from an offensive standpoint, you better get it ready. This guy is not throwing a ton of pitches. He's confident in his stuff. He's pounding his zone. He's got 2 quick outs. You better pull the trigger.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Line drive to center field. Hernandez will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals, and it's not going to help them. It's 11-3. Joe Biagini enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Joe Biagini.
Into the box now, Danny Valencia. Past history with Joe Biagini, batting at an even .400. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hard hit ball to second. Oh, look at the sliding stop. How about that? Stepping into the box, Yasmani Grandal, who comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Here comes the first pitch. Lifted the other way to left center. Cespedes is there. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Now batting.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Kike Hernandez. He singled his last time up. First pitch coming. Here it is. Ripped down the line. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. The throw into second. Thought about going for second, but instead now they've got him in a pickle. And try as he might, but he can't escape the tag there, and the inning is over. Dodgers down in order. They're still in command, however. It's 11-3. First baseman Miguel Cabrera stands in, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. But these guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away.
Hey, I'm not sure what he was sitting on right there, Might have been sitting on an off-speed pitch, but instead he gets the fastball way late. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
Into the box now, Mike Schmidt. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Hernandez racing back, but he won't get there as it lands just shy of the wall. Digging hard. He's headed for third. And he's safe.
You take a look at this one as it flies into the gap. Both outfielders give it a chase, but they can't catch up to it. Next thing you know, it one hops the wall, and he's busting his hump around second on his way to third.
Yoenis Cespedes comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike one. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Let's see if he continues to climb that ladder, or does he try and get him fishing on something bouncing in dirt.
Schmidt takes his lead at third with one away. Struck him out. And now they'll likely need a base hit to get that runner home from third.
It's never a good look to strike out looking, but it's way worse when you do it with a guy in scoring position. Those are the times you really want to see a guy battle and at least put the ball in play.
Gerardo Parra is in with two away here as this one swung on and missed for the first strike. Popped him up. Catch is made, and the Dodgers will add one more to their winning streak as this ball game is over.
Man, they've already put the all-time winning streak record in their rearview mirrors. But with every win, it gets further and further away. We could say this now. This is one of the greatest teams in the history of baseball.
11-3 the final score in this contest. Los Angeles wrap out 19 hits. Kenta Maeda wins his 23rd of the year. Alberto Peniagua gave up a whopping 9 earned runs in the losing effort. So that's it for us this afternoon. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been